weed no more.
When he transferred and went to Wabash, I was recruiting his teammate. And, his teammate was highly recruited, and Tony was just another player until I had the opportunity to see him play in person. And once I saw the tenacity in which he played, he was the guy from day one. Now you got to go do your due diligence, which was the background piece. And there was a lot there. There were times I had to go to Coach, and I said, Coach, I want to recruit Tony Allen. No, Sip, we don't need a Tony Allen. We don't need guys like that in our program. Long story short, as the year went on, I kept recruiting him, and we finally got him in on a visit, had a great visit. Coach did a very good job with him on a one-on-one, and Tony committed.
And I told Glynn, I said, Glynn, don't just go take my son up there and use him to play ball. I need him to get his degree.
I assured her that that's something that we would do.
Get to the school, the first week, get into another fight. If I'm telling you, I ain't picked up a ball at the school yet, I got to another fight.
I'm starting to get phone calls that there was an incident at Whataburger. Now I got to call his mom, explain to his mom that Tony's been arrested, but we're going to leave him in jail. This is going to be a lesson to him. Now the phone is ringing, and he's calling me from the jail cell. And he says, Coach, I need you to come get me. And I said, you're lying. There's no way you can be in jail calling me from a cell. He said, I got my cell phone in jail. I said, well, what'd you do? Man, I wanted to show those guys that I'm loyal. My teammates, I wanted them to know I was down with them.
I saw one of my teammates fighting somebody, and I ran over there. The police were all black. I go over there, try to help my man. I hit the dude, boom. Come to find out, the police was over there breaking it up already. So I knocked the dude out of the police hands. Police see me, like, what the hell? Locked me up. They left me in there for 3 days.
From that day on, we really didn't have another problem. It really got him on a straight and narrow.
I knew this is what I needed to do. This is my stepping stone right here. If I can't win here, I'm going back to Chicago. I didn't want to go back without going to the NBA. I felt like this was the best way to get there.
There was no one better in terms of sitting down, guarding guys, playing with toughness. He fit in real well once we went through that tough patch.
My first year there, I ended up getting a starting job in the 4th game. Became newcomer of the year.
Ooh, let's go,
I played so good that year that Coach Sip and Coach Eddie Sutton, they thought I was trying to go into LeBron's draft. Oh, Coach, I'm not trying to enter this year. I'm gonna just be cool. Okay, it's gonna be your team next year.
When I first got there, I don't know if Tony told you this, but my situation at Baylor was crazy. Like, my teammate murdered my other teammate. Go from being 1, 2, 3 family with a team, and the coach telling you, like, you let your kids come here, they're gonna be in great hands, they're gonna be safe, you don't have to worry about them, and then all that happens, like, of course you're gonna have a wall up. I wanna go to school and hoop. I ain't trying to, like, be cool with anybody. I just want to hoop, get up out of here, and get to the league. That was my mindset when I went to Oklahoma State. And every day at 5 o'clock p.m., Tony used to do, bang on my door. He was like, yo, we gonna go get some wings. We going to Chili's, or we going to Eskimo Joe's. I'm like, nah, I'm cool. Y'all have a good time. This man came to my apartment, kid you not, 10 straight times, 10 days in a row. Until I finally was like, all right, T.A., I'm gonna go. If it wasn't for Tony making me go out that one time and getting to know all of our teammates. And then all of a sudden, that wall just started being knocking down.
I just think that's who Tony is. He's as loyal as he comes. Those guys were really good for each other. We were practicing 3.5, 4 hours a day. They'd go eat, and then every night you would hear stereo, a boombox, and Tony and John Lucas would be in the gym getting shots up.
He had the same type of regimen. He'll want to try to be in the gym longer than I am at nighttime. I think it helped us get to the Final Four that year. We lost Will Bynum in the Final Four to Georgia Tech. Will Bynum hit the game-winning shot. To see how that came back full circle, it was like, yo, this is wild.
How important was Glynn Cyprien to Tony?
Sip is the one who can actually get to Tony, calm him down. Like, he was the only one who could really connect with Tony, because I think Tony trusts him because he's the reason Tony got there.
He really supported my son in a way, almost like a father figure. He was there for Tony. He was really there for Tony.
I get a phone call from Coach Sutton one day. I'm on the road. He goes, Sip, Tony's got this car. It's a white Mercedes. Do you know where it come from? And I go, Coach, I have no idea what you're talking about. So I called Tony and I say, Tony, he said, my cousin which was well documented out of Chicago, had brought him a car so Tony could get around town. So I called down and talked to the managers. I said, go get the keys and park it in my garage. And so, of course, Tony he's going crazy. Fast forward, we obviously lose to Georgia Tech in the Final Four. We get off the plane, Tony beats me to my house. And Tony said, Coach, I'm here to get my keys. And I said, no, it ain't happening. I said, you know, I made a promise to your mom that you would graduate. You know, so I'm not giving you keys because it ain't graduation yet. And he goes nuts. He's, you know, Coach, man, you blah, 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 going off. We get to graduation day. Tony's got his cap and gown on. He comes over to me and he says, Coach, my gown is different than everyone else's. And I say, yeah, it's because you graduate with honors. And he goes, for real? And I say, yeah. He goes, Coach, man, let me tell you something. And he hugs me tight. He said, man, every day I wanted to kick your ass. He said, but man, I love you. And he gives me a big old bear hug.
I made my mama proud.